Hello, Commanders fans! Today we have some hot news that you can't miss. So get ready, because there's a lot of important information coming your way. Before we begin, we'd like to take this opportunity to subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell, and stay up to date on all the news about our Washington Commanders. Don't forget to leave a like, which greatly strengthens our community and helps bring this content to the most passionate fans of the team. Now, without further ado, let's get straight to today's news. The Washington Commanders could still surprise this offseason, and one name that remains available on the market is starting to attract attention behind the scenes: Taylor Rapp. Even after months of speculation about a possible complete overhaul at the safety position, General Manager Adam Peters opted for a much more conservative approach than many fans expected. A large part of the fan base believed that Washington would make profound changes to the secondary after the defensive problems recently presented. However, Peters decided to maintain confidence in much of the current roster, bringing in only Nick Cross during free agency and avoiding heavy investment in the position during the NFL draft. This decision ended up surprising many people, mainly because the Commanders had the opportunity to select one of the most talented prospects in the class, Caleb Downs, but chose Sonny Styles with the 7th overall pick. The bet on Styles shows that the franchise believes in the young defender's potential, but it also increases the pressure on the coaching staff and the front office. After all, if the safety group doesn't show immediate improvement, criticism will inevitably arise throughout the season. Currently, Washington continues to invest in developing players like Quan Martin, Will Harris, Percy Butler, and Tyler Owens. Although all have shown promising flashes at times, none have managed to fully establish themselves as dominant pieces in the secondary. This leaves analysts and fans wondering about the depth of the position. The Washington Commanders may be looking to strengthen their secondary by looking for more reinforcements, and one name gaining traction is that of veteran cornerback Kenny Moore II. After 9 seasons with the Indianapolis Colts, it appears the long partnership between player and franchise has finally come to an end this offseason. The Colts even allowed Moore to seek a trade before his official release, but no team showed interest in investing draft picks to acquire him at that time. This was mainly because many franchises believed Indianapolis would release the player anyway, and that's exactly what happened. Even so, Kenny Moore remains an extremely respected name in the NFL. The veteran has built an impressive career since entering the league as an undrafted free agent from Valdosta State University. Against all odds, he has become one of the most consistent defensive backs of his generation, even reaching the Pro Bowl thanks to his defensive impact. Although his ability in pass coverage showed some decline last season, Moore still offers something few cornerbacks can deliver at a high level: aggressiveness and efficiency against the run. The defender stands out for his quick reading of plays, intensity in tackles, and ability to pressure receivers near the line of scrimmage. This physical and intelligent style makes him a very valuable piece, especially for teams that need experience and leadership in the secondary. And that's precisely where the Commanders can see an interesting opportunity. Washington's defense still raises questions, especially in the cornerback area, and adding a veteran accustomed to big games could bring more stability to the group led by Dan Quinn. Of course, there is a physical concern. Kenny Moore is only 1.75 m tall, and this could create a relatively short group alongside players like Mike Sainristil and Amick Robertson. In a league dominated by increasingly taller and more athletic wide receivers, this factor would certainly be analyzed by the coaching staff. The signing of a free agent by the Commanders for $27 million is considered the most underrated move in the NFL. The position the Washington Commanders didn't have to worry about in the last 2 seasons was also one of the biggest surprises of that period: the revitalization of tight end Zach Ertz's career, who, at 35, became one of quarterback Jayden Daniels' favorite targets. Unfortunately for Ertz, that streak came to a brutal end in Week 14 with a horrific knee injury against the Minnesota Vikings. In contrast, the Commanders didn't hesitate in the preseason, signing tight end Chig Okonkwo to a 3-year, $27 million contract, something that Alex K. of Bleacher Report called the most underrated signing in the NFL preseason. Chig Okonkwo demonstrated his vast potential during his first 4 seasons in the NFL, but never quite reached his peak as part of a Tennessee Titans offense that lacked talent and creativity. K wrote on Wednesday, his decision to join the Washington Commanders in free agency didn't cause much of a stir, but it won't be long before even the most casual fans realize the impact this quick and athletic tight end can have in the right system. Okonkwo should take on most of the passes Ertz received, as well as offer more versatility than his predecessor. Commanders sign best tight end available. The Commanders needed a creative player at the tight end position, so they went to the market and signed Okonkwo, who is 6 feet 3 inches and weighs 222 pounds. The Commanders are expected to sign tight end Chig Okonkwo, offering him a 3-year contract worth up to $30 million, wrote Ian Rappaport of NFL Network on his official X account on March 11th. The Commanders secure the best tight end available. In 4 seasons with the Titans, Okonkwo had 194 receptions for 2,017 yards and 8 touchdowns. According to Pro Football Focus, he ranks 5th among all NFL tight ends in the last 4 seasons with 39 forced missed tackles. Okonkwo is considered the top trade asset before the season. Okonkwo's time with the Titans was marked by playing on increasingly worse teams and under 3 different coaches. Tennessee had 7 to 10 seasons in 2022, 6 to 11 in 2023, and 3 to 14 in 2024 and 2025. Alex Ballentine of Bleacher Report listed Okonkwo as one of Tennessee's top trade assets ahead of the 2020. The Commanders could renew Deebo Samuel Sr.'s contract. The Commanders got good results with the 5th-round pick they gave up to the San Francisco 49ers in exchange for Deebo Samuel Sr. last season. While the rest of the receiving core suffered from injuries and inconsistency, he remained consistent, offering safe production and the right attitude throughout the season. This has not yet resulted in a new deal with the Commanders. Washington either didn't want to meet his contractual demands or wanted to evaluate the potential of their young receivers, who could play behind Terry McLaurin. However, given the need for significant improvements next season, reevaluating this situation cannot be ruled out. Samuel is no longer the all-pro level player he once was. He could be a good complementary piece. He has chemistry with Jaden Daniels and Terry McLaurin, although the trio didn't play much together last season. If he is willing to accept a 1-year contract, the Commanders should be receptive, and that wouldn't stop Brandon Ayuk from joining the team at some point.